Listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Tally-ho, my liege. Sir Jethro D. Bodine at thy service.
What's got into you, boy, and what's that you got into?
These are the kind of royal raiments we're going to be wearing over at your castle.
What?
Hey, Mr. Drysdale called you? You done inherited the doggone castle over to England.
Go on.
Yeah, one of them great big rascals with them open a drawstring.
You grinning at me?
No, sir. I was over at the bank when Mr. Drysdale got the word. So I went over to the studio and got us some Queen Elizabeth clothes.
Queen Elizabeth?
Oh, yes, sir. Well, she's the Queen of England. I looked her up in a book. And these are the kind of clothes you got to wear around her.
Everybody?
Wait, just us royal folks. This here was wore by Francis Drake.
Well, I hope it looked better on her.
Francis Drake was a man. A fighting man. A sailor.
Any sailor run around like that better be a fighting man.
Dad, have you seen... Oh, excuse me, ma'am. I know that you... Jeff!
Sir Jethro. Head varlet to His Majesty, the Earl of Clamber.
Jed, what is this?
You don't call him Jed. Why, he is royalty. And you're just a commoner, one of his oaths. You got to bow and scrape and grovel in front of him. And me, too, because I'm his royal nephew.
Give me that piece of leather.
You don't hit the boy.
Hit me? Her? Well, I'd have a throat in the dungeon like that. Oaths don't run around hitting members of the royal family. No, sir, no. Never. Now you done it. Now you done it. Wait till the Queen hears about this. You done laid your hands on my royal person.
You don't get your royal person into some decent clothes, I'm gonna lay more than hands on you.
Really? The boy's excited. He got hold of some story about me inheriting the castle. Let's listen to what he got to say.
I ain't listening to no nut that runs around in velvet bloomers and wears a woman's hat.
These here is royal raiments. This here's what the Queen favors for her knights.
What she sleeps in is her own business.
Mr. Drysdale just mounted. That you, Jethro?
Forsooth and verily, my royal maid. Bend your knee to His Highness next to kin, you Saxon dog.
What did you call me?
Hey, when you gonna get it through your peasant head that you ain't got royal blood like us?
Now, hold on, Jethro.
But, Uncle Jed, it's true. I mean, sire, she's just your mother-in-law. She ain't blood kin to you like Ellie and me, but that makes her a vassal. She's got to do our bidding and walk 3 paces behind us.
That's nonsense.
No. That's all right, Jed. I don't mind walking behind Jethro.
That's more like it, knave. And when we struts around the castle, she brings up the rear.
Does that bring it up enough, or do you want another one?
Ellie Mae, what did Mr. Drysdale say?
Oh, he's on his way over. You done inherited yourself a castle.
See? I told you. Quick, everybody. Let's get into our royal raiment. After you, Oath.
Oh, this is fabulous. Fabulous! I can see it now. The presentation at court. Knighted. A seat in the House of Lords. Luncheon with the Prime Minister. Tea with the Queen.
Chief, Mr. Clappett is hardly prepared for such honors.
Not him, me. I'll handle things just like I do here. The Clampetts will stay at the castle. I'll be up in London, receiving the honors, banking the money.
What money?
From the tenants who live on the 10,000 acres surrounding the castle.
Now, don't get your hopes up too too high. If I know Mr. Clampett, he may decide not to go to England at all.
What do you mean? He's got to go. I've got to go. England is my kind of country. That's where I want to live.
But what if your wife doesn't want to go?
You think there's a chance?
I should say don't get your hopes up. The way of royalty is not the way of the Clampetts. They're plain, simple country people with no desire to...
Gad, zips and howdy. Come in. Royal cousin, some commoners is here. How you like the castle dress? Ain't it pretty?
Beautiful.
Yes, but Ellie, they don't wear things.
Quiet.
Doggone! When you hear someone knocking at the moat, you're supposed to let down the drawstring. Tell me something. How do you housebreak an oath? Oh? I done got her oath's clothes and everything, but she won't grumble worth shucks. Hey, Oath! Come on in here.
Jethro says if I don't grumble, the Queen is going to throw me in the Tower of London and feed me to the beefeaters.
That is absolutely preposterous.
See? I told you.
No, I mean... Well, I can see there's a general misconception about modern-day England, which I shall clarify without further ado. Granny, there is no serfdom. You are not an oath. And Jethro, even members of the peerage no longer have the power to rule the lives of others. And Ellie Mae, these costumes are strictly for pageantry. And there is no debtor's prison, no torture for those overdrawn at the bank.
Will you stop putting England down?
You mean the Queen ain't going to feed me to the beefeaters?
Of course not.
Why, you...
Oh, Miss Jane, if you done committed high treason against the crown and cited an oath, your head is going to roll.
You better hang on to yours, too.
Don't you touch me, or the royal executioner will lop off your offended member. I am the head varlet to His Majesty, the Earl of Clampett.
Oh, where is the Earl?
He's up in the turret, putting on his royal raiment.
Hey, Paul, we got company.
Nah, not like that. By your leave, sire, two vassals beseech your audience.
I ain't coming down wearing these fancy duds.
Oh, please, Mr. Clampett. I mean your lordship. Grant us a boon. We humbly petition your royal presence.
Yeah, come on.
Hey, Paul.
Well, all right. This wasn't my idea.
Hot dog. Now you're going to see some class. All hail His Majesty, Earl of Clampett. Kneel, Oath.
Yes, Oath. Trying to ruin my life, wreck my career, shatter my dream. I get the Clampetts all steamed up to go to England and claim their castle, and you destroy everything with your big money.
What are you raving about? All I did was tell the truth.
That's what I'm raving about. Let it out.
I know you consider this a great financial opportunity for you and your bank. But think about the Clampetts for a moment.
Okay. That's long enough. Now let's think about me and my bank.
Be reasonable. You'll be in London in your counting house. But those poor, simple hill folk will suddenly find themselves cast adrift in a society so steeped in tradition, so rigid with protocol, they'll be completely lost. They won't know what to do or say or who to turn to.
They'll turn to Lady Jane Hathaway. Who else?
Oh, well, if you have someone... Who?
Lady Jane Hathaway.
Me?
You.
Chief, I'm just plain Jane Hathaway.
Do you think the Crown will overlook your services in converting the peasants of Possum Ridge into the keepers of Clampett Castle?
Chief, this is ridiculous. I could never expect...
Didn't you tell me your ancestors were English?
Well, yes, my great-grandfather and my...
Blood will tell. You belong in the castle. To the man born, Lady Jane Hathaway of Hathaway Hall.
Hathaway Hall.
Mr. Drydale, I think we better pass on this going to England business. We don't belong in no castle.
Oh, don't say that. Why, you love Hathaway Hall. Clampett Castle.
You said...
Oh, she's changed her mind. She didn't have the complete picture.
Oh, I do feel you should investigate the situation, Mr. Clampett. You might find that you'd enjoy the English country life.
This place in the country, isn't it?
Oh, yes. The castle sits in the middle of 10,000 acres.
Oh, that'd be a heap of land to work.
Oh, you don't have to work the land.
We couldn't depend on Granny. She's got her back up by being old.
Granny wouldn't have to work either.
She sure ain't gonna get Jethro behind no mule dressed in them head varlet clothes.
None of you has to work the land. You just enjoy it. You see, it's mostly forests and streams.
Yes, you'd spend your time stalking deer, shooting grouse, fishing, riding to the hounds.
Excuse me, pal. If and we ain't going to England, can I change back into my breeches?
Look mighty fetching, Ellie.
Isn't she beautiful? Can't you just see her dancing in the ballroom of the castle?
Yes, with a long line of handsome young Englishmen waiting their turn.
Oh, Ellie'd meet some fellers, would she?
Oh, Mr. Clabbert, your lovely daughter would be the belle of the countryside.
Well, doggy. This hill has got more taters in it than I figured.
Are we going, pal?
Well, we'll study on it. It'll take some doing to swing your granny around.
Ain't nobody throwing me in the Tower of London. Chopping off nothing, neither. What a dead blame nonsense.
Get back into your oats clothes.
You get in them.
Hey, hold on there. Are you revolting?
Not as revolting as you.
Hey, listen. We can't show up at our castle without we got us a royal oath.
I ain't open for nobody.
Hey, wait a minute, Granny. You go along as an oath, and quick as we get settled, I'll promote you. I'll make you a scullion or a serf. How about a sheriff or a common skull? Hey, wait a minute. You could be a witch. How about a shrew or a loud?
Did I have critters at the castle?
Hundreds of them. There's a private game preserve.
I'll go get ready for the trip.
Now, wait, Ellie. It ain't for positive sure where you going. Just a minute, Ellie. Hold on.
Don't worry, it's in the bag.
I hope you're right.
Where's Jeff?
He just went out the back door.
Please, Granny, commence as an oath. You won't have to grovel. Just cringe a little. Oh, gone. There goes the trip to England.
What do you mean?
A head varlet has got to have himself an oath. Do you think I want to show up over there looking like a dumbbell?
Certainly not. But maybe if...
No use talking about it, Mr. Drysdale. I ain't going if I can't go like royalty. And that takes an oath.
Sir Jethro, I have never let you down yet. One oath coming up.
No, not Lady Jane.
Dog! She's even more oath than Granny.
Yes, isn't she a beauty? Good and sturdy. Show the young master your teeth.
This is gonna make Granny happy. Now she can be a drudge or a troll or something. Hey, Granny, good news.
Chief, surely you wouldn't send me to England like this.
They sent us Twiggy, didn't they?
I resign.
Oh, come on, relax. I was joking. It was just to keep Jethro happy.
Well, somebody should tell Jethro that he's looked up the wrong Queen Elizabeth in his 400 years in the past.
All in good time. Now, let's not rock a happy boat. Now, you get busy and arrange for passports and buy airline tickets for all of us.
Right, Chief. I'll hurry and change.
What do you mean? Change. Maybe oafs go for half fare.
What are you doing dressed like that?
I'm going to the passport office with the rest of you.
Not wearing royal raiment, you ain't. You give a drudge an inch and she takes a mile.
Now, hold on. Jed says I'm just as good as the rest of you. He says I'm the royal granny.
He can't just say so. Why, there's got to be a ceremony. Did he take his sword out and drub you?
Of course not.
Then it ain't official.
His too.
Tain't either. Boy, if Queen Elizabeth ever finds out the shortcuts you peasants is taking, she... Oh, shucks. Kneel down, I'll do it myself.
Pop! Pop! Come running! Jethro's done got a knife on Granny.
What's all the commotion out there? Granny, you all right?
It's Sir Granny now. I've done been drubbed. That's right, pal. We's all one big royal family.
You ain't going to the passport office dressed like that, are you?
Put on your royal duds, like us.
Sure.
Just a minute. We's going to a U.S. government office, right?
Right?
Right.
Well, is it respectful to show up at a place like that wearing strange clothes?
No, it ain't. So get out of it.
Things look proper, like us. Yeah.
Sure.
Granny, what's proper around a castle in England is one thing, and we'll be the judge of that when we get there. But as long as we's in this country, we've You're gonna dress American. Now, get changed.
Oh,
Gone.
just when I was all decked out like a grand lady.
Howdy, is this the place where you get passports?
That's, right.
We take 4 of them, please, sir. Thank you.
Well, I'll take your applications one at a time. Who would like to be first?
I'll go first, because I was the one with the education. That way they can see how it's done.
Fine. Raise your right hand, please. Swear the statements you're about to make to be the truth.
Yes, sir.
State your name, please.
Jethro.
And your surname?
Sir Jethro.
Sir Jethro.
Yes, sir. Sir Jethro de Bodine, head varlet to the royal family.
That's the royal family.
Yes, sir. The big one is the Earl of Clampett himself. The girl is my royal cousin. And the little one, she used to be an oaf, but I done knighted her. His Majesty didn't want us to wear no royal raiments till we got over to our castle.
You have a castle.
Yes, sir. One of them great big rascals with a wall around it and towers and dungeons and such.
And bars on the windows.
Sure.
Lots of attendants.
The castle ain't a castle without its crawling with varlets and trolls and churls and such.
And keepers.
Sure.
Tell me something, Sir Jethro. Is this a rib?
No, sir. That's a nose.
Oh, my goodness.
You can't catch me on questions like that. I studied to be a brain surgeon.
A brain surgeon.
Yes, sir. Ain't that right, Uncle Jed?
What's that, boy?
Pretty near become a brain surgeon, didn't I?
That's right. He was tore twixt that and being a fry cook.
Oh, I get it. Where's the hidden camera? You guys really have me going there. Come on, where's the camera? Do we need any makeup? Right here, huh? Hi, Alan. Love your show. Great bunch you got together.
Hey, mister, you gonna give us our passport?
Sure. I'm the royal passport granter. Hi, Margaret. It's Joe. I'm on hidden camera. Hi, kids. It's Daddy. I'm on television.
He acts like his sword done hit a knot.
Listen, you. Come down from there. We're busy.
Oh, a miniature. One of those old Japanese jobs.
I ain't neither.
Hey, Alan, you really had me fooled. This is the good side.
We'll come back another time. You get some rest.
Sit down. Put your feet up.
So long.
Bye.
Come on. Where are you? Where you got it? You're in someplace here, Alan.
He's the U.S. government. I'm kind of glad we was going to England.
Excuse me, Miss Jane, but I reckon you'd be wanting to wear this on the plane.
Oh, Jethro, you dear, thoughtful boy.
It's your oath suit. You left it at the house.
Oh, but you don't I can't arrive in England wearing this.
You know, just a doggone minute. You and Mr. Drysdale promised me I'd have an oath.
And we never break our promise.
Oh, Chief.
England expects every oath to do her duty. Pardon me, chaps. I must speak to one of my clerks.
It's bad enough I got to travel without my royal raiment and my falcon, but a knight just can't show up without his oath. It just ain't done.
I like that about you, Jethro. You want to be authentic.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's why I can't be your oath.
Uh-huh.
I looked it up, and an oath is a man.
Yeah, come to think of it, all the pictures I seen of oaths and knaves and such was men.
There you are.
Yeah, but where am I going to find me a man oath this late?
Not our beings here in a fortnight or so. Miss Hathaway, Sir Jethro is waiting for his oath.
And we never break a promise, do we, Chief?
Never.
One oath coming up.
That's the spirit.
got me a real brochure off. Let's go. Let's go.
Now, Jethro, wait. You don't want to be seen with me like this. I just spent $500 for that beautiful English outfit. Now, can't let that go to waste. How about it?
Yeah, you're right. Let's go.
You look fine, Granny. Sure there's no light showing through, Ellie.
You wearing 6 petticoats.
Well, a woman has to be special careful in England. I hear the sun never sets there.
Jethro back in?
No, he ain't. And if he makes us late, I'm gonna throw him to the beef eaters.
Hip, hip. Well, let's go, chaps.
I told you he wasn't going to put on no air.
Oh, I'm just wearing this to please Mr. Drysdale. He don't want it to go to waste.
Where is Mr. Drysdale?
Him and Miss Jane is going to take a later flight.
How come?
Well, like he says, wouldn't do for no oaf to be seen getting off the same plane with us royal folks.
The last time, I'm telling you, we ain't going to put on no air.
Don't worry. I had to stay here. How about it?
Too late to undo it now. We'll miss our plane.
Yeah, we's gonna be late.
Hey, that throne ain't for you. It's for His Royal Highness.
Let's go, boy.
But, Uncle Jed, that throne is...
Drive on, boy.
You take the oaf out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the oaf.
Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now. Here.
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Viacom.